The sea covers over 2/3 of the planet's surface. Yet we know more about space and the universe than we do about our own oceans. Between the states of Connecticut and New York is the Long Island Sound, a naturally protected channel into New York City used for over hundreds of years. The Sound's rich maritime history has played a significant role in the growth of our country. Join us as we explore its unsung residents and its forgotten history. Captain Dennis of Squalus Marine Divers, and here we are in Niantic. We're going up to dive a crazy crane that fell off of a barge. Here's some sonar of it lying on its side. And here's some more sonar. And see all that, those big hunks of junk all around the crane? Those are important. You're going to have to kind of dial in. See, there's something up top left by the thing. Yeah, we're going to go check those out. And you can see the two big masses below the crane. So we're up here in Niantic. It's where we're keeping the boat now. So we're splashing in, and you can already see the visibility looks pretty good. But hey, the viz is what it is. So we're going to see what we got down here. So let's go down and see what's up. So we got these the information about this crane from a guy over in New England Dive Center up in Wallingford. And as you can see, it's here. We found it. So we hooked in with the anchor. And the first thing I want to do is go down and check that thing and make sure it's in nice and good. And it looks like it's in pretty good. We pulled it up and it's fetched in there. So we're going to disconnect that and bring that on the down current side of the wreck so that when we leave, we don't have to worry about disentangling it. So what I did was we set the anchor back in the sand, and now we're on one of the big giant structures that are it's just south of the crane. We want to give the other area some time to clear up. We kicked up some silt working over there. So this is the first, I don't know what these things are. Maybe this is what the crane was lifting. Ooh, blackfish. And this is right next to the crane. It's just south of the big arm, I guess, or whatever you want to call that gantry thing. So you can see there's some weird hoses or stuff. I don't know what this thing is. It could be like a big engine or something, or I don't know, a piece of heavy machinery that was on the barge and kind of fell over, or maybe the crane was lifting it. Don't know, but the fish like it. So now we are still checking out the furthest east wreckage, I guess you could say. This is there's two big things that are just south of the crane, and this is the second one that's closest to the eastern part of the wreckage. And it's got some crazy round things, looks like wheels and gears, and I don't know how old this is, but it's been here for a while to get all this stuff growing on it. So if you know heavy machinery and you think you know what that is, let us know. We'd love to find out. This is some weird looking stuff. So now we're going to head back towards where we anchored in, and we see this big giant thing. It looks like a big spindle, or like almost like a ship's wheel, but that doesn't make any sense because this is a crane, folks, and this thing's like 10 feet wide. But it's pretty cool looking. So we're just south of the crane, and again, the crane is on its side. So as we move closer to it, the first thing we get a glimpse of is the right side tank tread thing. It's got like the big, like bulldozer treads thing. So it's upright, which isn't the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be downright. Anyways, we're gonna scoot up over the top of this. And you can see there's all kinds of stuff growing on it, which is kind of cool because the fishies like it. And as we go further north, we get to, I guess, what's called the cabin, or the, I don't know. This is the inside of the cabin, folks, and it's laying on its left side. So I figure we kick around in here for a little while and see if we can make any heads or tails out of anything. I was looking for a seat, and these things look like they might be levers, or that might have been a steering column, not sure. Don't quote me on anything, I'm not a crane guy, but there's a lot of stuff in here, and everything's all sideways, so it's very disorienting. The one thing that was encouraging is I didn't notice any oil or anything, so I guess it's not leaking anything, so either that or it's all done leaking. And as we look in, there's all kinds of nutty machinery. I'm sure if somebody operates these cranes, they would know what this stuff was. And if you look real quick, hold on, there he is, little fish over there hiding in the background. A lot of people catch blackfish and they wonder why they have spots and pieces of rust on them, because they like to hide in this stuff. So this is on the top of the, I guess you'd say, cab with no lights. So at low water, this is probably a fun dive. Again, the max depth here is 20 feet, so it's not really a provocative dive. This is a great place to do a shakeout dive and see something interesting. And as we're looking around inside, I start to realize that my dry suit's leaking. So I've got 47-degree water finding its way into my suit. So if things speed up a little bit, I'm sure you can understand why. So we're now moving up and out of the cab, and now we're behind the two tank treads. So we're going to go down along the back of the crane, and if you look, see that little thing right there? That I think is like the tow hitch for the crane. I guess it would pull stuff around where that little bit of rope is on. I may be wrong, but this looks like an axle, or the thing that connects both of the tracks. And here you can see there's one of the wheels on the left rear side of the crane, which is against the ground, and there's a grapple hook here, and I'm taking that. So free grapple, don't mind if I do. We're gonna use this year, I'll tell you that much. There's some nicer, bigger wrecks up here, so we're gonna use that. And just to make sure we don't forget it, we're gonna bring it back over to the anchor and leave it here so that we can pick it up on the way back to the surface. I don't want to carry that around because we're not done yet. So here we are on the north side of the crane, and I'm going to take a quick look inside, and as you can see, it's still pretty intact. And we're going to swim, ooh, jellyfish, and we're going to swim the length of the crane, and we'll do a little exploration here. Now I want you to pay attention, because a lot of things like to live in oh, there's one. You can see a little poof. Pretty good amount of fish in here. We're going to move nice and slow, and there's another fish. Either that or it's the same guy. But I like to tell myself it's multiple fish, which it could be. So we're going to keep on keeping. I'm guessing this is about a 60 or 70 foot crane. I could be wrong. I didn't bring, oh, there's another guy. Didn't bring my tape measure. I don't know, maybe it's 100. But it's a pretty long crane, and the fish seem to like it. A lot more oxygen in the water up here in Niantic than what we're accustomed to down the western part of the sound. I was really surprised there wasn't a lot of entanglement hazards on this. We anticipated there to be some monofilament, and I didn't really see any, to be quite honest. And I didn't even really see any fishing weights or hooks or lures or anything like that. Just a couple of lines. A couple people tried to hook into it. One very successfully. And here we are at the end of the crane. So we're going to turn around, and this is another big debris piece or wreck piece that we had brought earlier, and you can see There's a blackfish in there, just making it his home. Now we're going to swim back towards the crane thing. And we're heading on the south side now. And you can see here, somebody dropped their mushroom anchor. And that's not going anywhere. That's in there good. I got enough of these things, to be honest with you. But it's still there if you want to go back for it. And we just head on back down the other way. Back to the cab of the crane. So it's a fun little dive, and you don't really have to worry about anything crazy. It's, I think, 20 feet at high water. There's a little bit of current, but nothing that's you can't manage. So we hope you enjoyed today's dive on the Niantic Bay crane. If you get a chance to get out there, you should check it out. And you could probably get to it by canoe. The hard part would be finding it under your canoe. So if you like this video, be sure to check us out at squalusmarine.com. You could subscribe to us on YouTube and follow along with us on Facebook under Squalus Marine. So until next time, I'm Captain Dennis.